Hi there. So today I wanted to put a little bit of makeup on and also talk about the changes that are coming to my channel. So let me say hi, Sprinkles. I'm happy to see you here. This for some people might be the first time that you're actually seeing my face. So if it is, hi. This is me without makeup. I do have a lip oil on and then also my SPF, which does give me a little bit of a glow. I've been using the e.l.f. Sun Touchable Whoa Glow in Sunbeam, which I believe is the lightest shade. Imagine that. So I am very pale, as you may or may not know from seeing my videos in the past. Or if you're new here, hi, happy to have you. Again, I want to talk a little bit about where my channel is going, what I plan to do this year, and what my goals are. I don't have like a script prepared or anything really written down. This is just kind of off the cuff, but I'm also going to put a little bit of makeup on while we chat. I'm going to do a pretty basic look today, nothing too crazy, just chit-chatting. I do feel like a little bit of a tavern hostess, like a D&D barmaid, but I like the look today. It's fun. So let's talk about my channel, what I want to do. So previously I strictly did ASMR content, but it was more in the, I guess you'd call it quiet entertainment. I'm just unzipping my brushes that I keep in this, see the tapping, the ASMR, it sneaks through. Anyway, I'm unzipping my brushes. They're in a cute little pusheen case. I love these. I think these are from Spectrum. It has a tag on the inside that says. I will also be using an eyeshadow primer that I love, which is the Milani eye primer. Anyway, while I get into this, so I had strictly been doing ASMR content. It was a lot of fun. I do really enjoy it, but I also enjoy making beauty content. As you probably gathered if you've been here for a minute, I really enjoy putting on makeup. I enjoy talking about makeup. I did a 3-part series last year where I decluttered a bunch of lipsticks, and I really enjoyed that. But I've also been doing, periodically, I will create eyeshadow palettes out of existing palettes, out of singles that I have. One of my highest performing videos is actually, I'll link it here, but it's me making a new version of the ColourPop Play It Jewel palette. I'm not entirely sure why that video popped off as hard as it did, but I'm grateful. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a moisturizing primer. I just feel really dry today. I have fairly dry skin, so the more hydration I can give, the better. I'll show you what I'm using in a second, but it's from the brand Pretty Smart. Ooh. Hydration. I also have a series that I plan to do more of called Toast or Roast, where I look at eyeshadow palettes that I have and treat them as if they were coming out today. Would I buy them or not? Again, this is the Pretty Smart, what's it called? Diffusing Face Primer. As you're gonna see, I do a mix of drugstore, but also I do like, I guess Natasha Denona is mid-range, but I have the Erosia palette here and the Xenon palette. The theme for today is that I want to use items that I either got for Christmas, got around the holiday season, things like that. I think I kind of want to go for the cerise shade. Cerise. It's hard for me to say. But it's like this deeper kind of reddish shade in the palette. I feel like a lot of people had a bit of mixed feelings about this palette. It was either too pink, not pink enough, not purple enough, but I like it. I think it's a good mix for me. But I'm going to go into that shade. I have some pushing brushes. I believe these are the Cream Shop brushes, but I do also have the ones from Spectrum. Oh, I need my Ninja Turtle mirror, guys. I love this mirror so much. So where I want my channel to go, I want to focus more on using what I have. I want to focus more on building my own palettes. I feel like there are some creators in the beauty space who maybe used to do that kind of content but stopped for whatever reason. I mean, maybe it wasn't profitable for them, maybe they didn't get a lot of views on it, things like that. But I don't get a ton of views anyway. So I kind of want to do what I like and hopefully people will follow. So that's where I want things to go. Now on my Instagram, I usually go through about once a month and have a voting day for people to vote on eyeshadow palettes for me to use over the next month or so. Now, I say month or so because I'm not always very on time. My goal for this year is, instead of having it be like on a specific date, which is what I did last year, I'm thinking of having it be more like the third Saturday of the month. That way it's not like a super busy time for me. I do have a full-time job. I am a compliance analyst. So basically I get paid to read people's emails. They know that I am reading them, and I report anything shady that I see. So that's kind of what I do. But that's my day job. This is more of my hobby. Makeup is a hobby. It's not something I feel like I need on a day-to-day basis. I just wear it because it's fun. So, I'm just making sure these are slightly even. Also, fun fact about me, I have astigmatism in one eye. So my eyes are actually two different shapes. It's also why, like, when I take a lot of pictures on my Instagram of my full face, I'm looking at you kind of sideways, because otherwise, like, I have an eye that just kind of points weird. It's not super noticeable, but you know, it is still a thing. All right, so if you're looking for a channel that is more focused on using what you have, looking at what you have in different and interesting and new ways, this is probably a good place for you. I'm happy to have you. If you want a channel that's going to buy a lot of new releases, things like that, this probably isn't a good fit. I may get some throughout the year. I typically do shop at Ulta. I have like a beauty budget there. But I don't go out and buy like the brand new release and pay for expedited shipping and things like that. I usually try to be a little more mindful about what I'm wanting to bring into my collection as far as like new palettes go, things like that. I think what I might do is reach into the Xenon palette and use maybe Skift or Snowbow. I think I might. I think that sounds kind of fun. Ooh, yeah, this shade Skift is exactly what I want. I don't want to get like too pinky, if that makes sense. But going back, I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're hanging out with me. And I think this year is going to be really fun as far as playing with makeup, things like that. Ooh, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Yeah. I know my lights are a little crazy. That is something we will work on throughout the year. Ooh, yeah. I like the mixed metals, like with the silver and the red. I'm into it. It's not a super silver, it's kind of a taupey color, but it is very cool toned. Yeah, I like that. Very fun. So, other things that I want to do this year, and actually I've already, spoilers, I've already done them, but one of the things that I plan to do is I plan to try to recreate palettes that I didn't buy out of single shadows, out of palettes I already have, things like that. Because what I found is that there's not a lot of colors that I don't have. And there's not a lot of things that I'm really missing as far as like color stories, things like that. And I'm thinking that even if they're not like a 1-for-1 kind of dupe, I can at least make something that's my version of the thing that I like. So, yeah. I'm gonna blend this out a little bit in my crease. I'm just using the same brush that I was using, but just no product on it. Just kind of blending it out a little bit. And then the other thing that I want to do is I want to be someone who helps people who might be beginning their makeup journey. In my life, I have a lot of friends, family members, people who I know, just acquaintances who tell me things like, I always wanted to do makeup, but I felt like I couldn't. Or I feel like I don't know how to do it. Or it takes too much time. Or things like that. I want to help people enjoy makeup and feel good wearing makeup. And I want to help people feel included, if that makes sense. I'm not the like end all be all. I'm not the most common denominator. But I do feel like I can at least help people feel good about what they're wearing, about what they're doing. Ooh, I have an idea. I think we should use this shade, Eclipse, from the Roxa palette. I'm not sure how to say it. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to be someone who helps people feel good. I just want to add something to like the lash line here. Yeah, just kind of a little bit of smokiness. After this, I get to have my lunch. Love that for me. I am married. I have children. You will not hear me talk very much about my children. This isn't a mom channel. The only time you will hear me talk about my children is in passing, or if they like got me a gift and that's what I'm using, things like that. They are small children, elementary school age. But yeah, so I have children, I have a spouse. You will hear me talk about them in passing, but yeah, you won't see them. I don't, how do I say this? I don't enjoy mom content, But I understand that, motherhood is a part of life for a lot of people. And like, it's one thing to, be proud of your kids, stuff like that. But my makeup channel is not here for children. I don't always choose my words carefully. There will likely be swear words. So I would say probably PG-13 around here, but definitely not like age-restricted content or anything like that. But yeah, so that's my little family. I have a dog and a cat, so they're great. We have a 10-year-old German Shepherd. She's very sweet. She's right outside the door right now, making sure that I am safe and secure. So yeah, those are a little bit about where I want my channel to be, what I want to do. I don't really have goals as far as like, I want to reach X amount of subscribers. I'm happy with the subscribers that I have, however many or however few that is. I make this content because it's fun for me, because I want to be here, because I want to share my love of makeup with other people. So let's see, it is foundation time. Also, I am someone who will generally do an eye look first, and then I will do foundation. CoverGirl Simply Ageless. I like this as an under eye primer. It's just nice and hydrating. Again, I have fairly dry skin. I'm fairly pale. So I like things to be very hydrating. That's kind of where I'm at. Here, I'm gonna put on my foundation. I'm gonna mix it up with my hands and put it on, but I will be right back. So I'm back. And I thought of other things to talk about. Sorry, I don't know why, but I don't love, even though I'm the one who does it, I don't love seeing, like, I don't know, putting my foundation on with my fingers, even though it is what I choose to do. I don't always do it that way, but today was just kind of the vibe. So I thought of other things that I want to talk about while I'm finishing up my makeup look here. I am going to use the Rare Beauty concealer. I think it's just called the concealer. But I'm going to use the Rare Beauty concealer. I am shade 160C because I am quite pale. Which I don't think this is the lightest shade, which I gotta say, I love when I am not the lightest shade. I feel like it's a little more inclusive for the folks who are even more pale than I am. Anyway, things that I want to talk about. So as far as sponsored content, brands, things like that, if a brand does reach out to me, I am open to that. But so far, none of my content has ever been sponsored. I don't anticipate that it will be. That's very much a like long term down the road kind of situation. I will probably throughout the year set up some kind of Patreon, Ko-Fi. I do have an Amazon wish list of things and equipment to like upgrade, things like that. But since this is more of just a hobby for me, I haven't really made those upgrades. Simply because like what I have gets the job done. It's not perfect. It's not studio quality. But what I have works for what I do. And yeah, I mean, if I had a lot of extra money, absolutely, I would upgrade these things. Get a better microphone, get a better camera, all that good stuff. But for now, I'm kind of balling on a budget. Which, I mean, let's be real, most of us are. I recognize that I am very privileged to have the makeup that I have the things that I have. Granted, like the thing I'm about to use was a gift from my mother-in-law, which is very, very sweet. She got me the Makeup Forever let's see, that HD Skin Blush and Glow palette. This is the new one that came out, I want to say in the fall. It's very, very pretty. She got me this as a Christmas present. I love it. It's amazing. But I mean, I did not pay for it. So can I say if it's worth the price? I really can't say that. So I won't try. But I am gonna use this red shade here. Can you see that? I'm gonna use this red shade here, and I'm probably gonna mix it with one of these like highlighters, kind of give it a little bit of a shimmer, kind of lighten it up a little bit. That's what I like about this palette, is you can really kind of like build your own blush color if you want to, and I want to. So, ooh, that's gonna be really red. All right, let's go. Ooh, yeah, I really like this reddish color. Don't worry, I know it's probably pretty washed out in the lights. Oh yeah, it's really washed out. But to me, it's very vibrant. So, but yeah, going back, I will set up like Patreon, Ko-Fi, things like that. You don't have to contribute if you don't want to. I think that's totally fine. But if you're someone who, you know, enjoys what I do, if you want to see, you know, me make those upgrades, get better camera, get better lights, get better sound, things like that, awesome. Like if you can contribute, that's amazing. That's huge. So yeah, again, don't feel like you have to, but if you want to, I won't say no. I realize that there are highlighters in this palette. Maybe I should use one. Let's see. I haven't even swatched a lot of these. So right now I'm digging my grubby little finger into that one. It's like a champagne. What's the white one like? Oh. It's very glossy. I think I'll go in with the like champagne-y color and kind of just smudge it down. Oh yeah. I am also going to this year continue with my quarterly box. So I have a lot of makeup. Lot of makeup. I won't pretend like I don't. I won't lie to you. I have a lot. So for me, what I started doing last year was I had a box of things that I would just use quarterly. In addition to the things that I would use monthly, I'm just going in with my Cream Shop Pusheen, I think it's a blush brush. It doesn't have a number or anything on it, I'm sorry. But I'm just kind of blending that out so it's not so aggressive. But I had a quarterly box and I switched them out in January, April, July, and then let's see, hold on, July to August, August to September, September to October? No, November? Yes, hold on, October. So that took me way too long. So I swapped them out quarterly. And the reason for that is I like to have just something that I use, like that I can just reach for. And the criteria that I have for the quarterly box is I like to have a neutral palette, a colorful palette, an all-in-one palette, so like a face palette that has like eyeshadows in it, things like that. And then I also like to have an all shimmer option. I know. So that's kind of my, the 4 things that I usually have in the box. Currently right now, I'm in the start of like transitioning it for January. So I will have, I'll probably have a video about what's in my quarterly box along with what's in my monthly box. That'll be later this month. But yeah, so I will have that going. The only other thing that I'm going to have in there this year that's a little different than last year is I'm actually going to have folks vote in my Instagram on whether or not to, well, they're going to vote on a custom palette to have included. Groundwork palette. This is the Defining Neutrals. I use the shade Sculpted. Where is my brow brush? Where did I put my brow brush, guys? I'm back. So I'm going to have folks vote on the palette that I tried to dupe in like January, April, things like that. In those months, I'm going to have folks vote on it, and then whichever one is the winner is going to make it to the quarterly box. And then whichever one's the loser that month gets to go to the monthly box. So in those quarters, it's kind of like everyone's a winner, which I love. I like when everyone gets a fair shot. Because also, I put a decent amount of work into, brow. I put a decent amount of work into making those palettes. So it's nice to see them both get used. Will that happen every month? No. But I think some months, if it's like really close, I might include both in the monthly box, or I might still do like a look with each palette, but then just do more with the winner. Like I might try to do a 3 looks, 1 palette situation, or I might try to do, probably a 3 looks, 1 palette, I think would be good. We've done really what I plan to do. I will use a setting spray and kind of blot everything on down. I have a teeny tiny little bottle of the Professional Super Setter. I got this as a free gift. I got this as a free gift from Ulta. It was one of those gift with purchase situations. All right, I will be right back to wrap things up. I'm back. It's kind of always amazing to me what I feel like a good coat of mascara can do. So on my lips, I did those. So on my lips today is let's see. This is the Milani, I believe it's their Color Fetish lipstick in the shade Nylon. I really like this shade. It's like a nice deep rosy color. I think it looks really nice kind of with like the rosiness of my eyes. It's a little warmer than my eye look, but I think it's a vibe. I think I like it. I do like these lipsticks. They're very hydrating, but then they dry down to a nice little stain. Love that. And then for the mascara today, I'm currently testing out the Wet n Wild tubing mascara. This is one that I got in the, it was the Nightmare Before Christmas PR box thing that they had for Halloween. I purchased it on sale from Ulta with points, so, love that for me. And I do actually have a video of my first impressions. If I remember, I'll link it up there. I talk a little bit about like the items that are in it and things like that. It was really a first impressions. Maybe I'll go back and do like a review later on this year. But that's about everything that I have. I'm happy to have you here. I'm happy to have you on this journey. I'm looking forward to this year and this new change for my channel. I hope that your day is filled with magic and good things happen to you. But yeah, bye sprinkles.